I'm going to have MBA trial class today at Harvard. I will tell you a little bit more detail later when my class is over. They probably won't let me shoot in class, but if they do, you'll definitely see it in this video. I've just finished my class at Harvard, and what can I say? I'm really excited. Now I'm going to tell you more about my lesson, but first I'm going to start with where I'm coming from in all of this. I've been working in international education field for a long time, so I help students to get admission to foreign universities. And now I'm considering MBA for myself, so I have started to choose. Considering that I have a lot of experience in this field, it's very difficult for me to choose a university because I'm aware of the pitfalls and I choose a program very carefully. So one of the ideas I kept thinking of on my way to Boston was why not take a trial class at one of the top universities in the world, and Harvard was my top choice. So, how was the lesson? I really enjoyed the practical approach. There were 3 teachers in the classroom, and the company for sale situation was discussed, and students debated whether it was worth buying under certain economic variables. That's the sort of practice-oriented approach based on specific examples, with the third speaker being the owner of a company. And at the end of the lesson, you could ask him what changes he made after he'd bought out the company, why he made those changes, what difficulties he faced, and so on. That is, learning is very practice-oriented, and it was really interesting. Besides those 3 teachers, there were about 30 people who were enrolled in this program. And judging by their names, they were from all over the world. And statistics show that 67% of the students enrolled in the MBA program are international. I especially appreciated the fact that the lesson was very interactive and all of the students participated in the discussion. Also, I really liked the classroom technology devices. There were both projectors and portable boards so that the teacher could combine his notes and show stuff he took notes of throughout the lecture from different perspectives. After attending the class, of course, I was wondering what it would take to enroll into this program, and I visited the admissions office to ask them in more detail of what kind of students they're looking for, because it's very difficult to get in here. They accept less than 10% of the students, and about 9,500 students apply annually. Only 930 of them are enrolled. Can you imagine that kind of competition? Besides having highly selective admissions, I can tell you the cost of education here is quite high, around $73,000 a year. Quite a lot, isn't it? But the good news are that Harvard University offers scholarships and provides the most talented and intelligent students with full funding for this program. You can find out how to get funding for this program at the Harvard admissions office, but I'll give you a tip that funding is given to students who show financial need-based scholarships. Accordingly, if you've been admitted but can't afford such an expensive program, then the remaining costs of your education, or perhaps the entire program, will be covered. So, what kind of students is being selected for this program at Harvard? As I've noticed, the average student in the class is around 28 to 35 years old. So these people already have work experience. As I was told in the admissions office, the average MBA student at Harvard has 4 years of work experience. As last year's class statistics show, the students who enrolled in the program had previously worked in the most varied areas, including consulting, financial services, energy, government, education, biotechnology, healthcare, which are completely different areas. Harvard selects students so that everyone's experience is useful to the other students. That's how the group is being formed. And of course, I guess it goes without saying that all the students in this program have a high GPA, that is a grade point average of a bachelor's degree, and a fairly high GMAT score. In this case, the average student who passed GMAT and enrolled in this program received a score of 610 to 800, which is close to the maximum score. What also surprised me is that usually master degrees in America are not very intensive. That is, on average, students study 2, well, maybe 3 days a week. But here the program lasts 2 years and classes are held 3-5 times a week. Students have 3 lessons a day, which is rather an intensive schedule, and I suppose it would be difficult to reconcile it with other activities. In the first year of study, students have compulsory subjects, and in the second year, they can already choose classes on their own in order to realign their interests and study what is best for their work. Well, now you tell me, would you like to study MBA program at Harvard after I've told you about my experience? I hope you've enjoyed my video, so be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel in order to watch more interesting and useful videos.